Когда мы выходим на берег, то девочки радостно встают, и мы начинаем рассказывать про разные трудности моря. Но хватит, забыла сирена, и мы быстро прыгаем в воду. Мы жить не привыкли на суше, мы любим нырять и купаться. Аквалангисты — это хорошо, да! И взрослые знают, и дети, мы радость творим на планете. Аквалангисты — это не игра. Меня укусила акула, тебя укусила акула, ее укусила акула, да нас всех укусила акула. Аквалангисты — это не игра.
It really is hot outside today, even though the temperature dropped by a good 10 degrees by this point in time. But at any rate, good evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is in your part of the world. And tonight, as promised, we are going back to Penny Arcade Adventures Episode 2. And a bit of an unrelated news, looks like we finally got us a release date on Coyote vs. Acme. It's coming out August 28th next year. But it's coming out nonetheless. Which is good to hear, honestly. Very good to hear. Also, believe it or not, today also has been a bit of an incident on my end, which I have not experienced in several years by now. In the sense that my PC has managed to overheat to the point that it had shut down. Previously, this only happened with my old laptop, and only because at that time I was living in a poorly ventilated flat, which was a fucking shit box by all accounts. It had one electrically powered ventilation, and it was noisy as hell, so if you wanted to sleep you had to shut it off. The place was basically a tomb. It was one room, a tiny ass corridor leading into the toilet shower combination. But today's temperature of 38 degrees Celsius, with all windows closed, has managed to reignite those memories. Needless to say, by this point I had already hauled my old-ass fan from the shed. Had it, of course, cleaned out. Still works, by the way. It's from a Japanese company called Crown. Not sure they still make those. And I have no idea whether Crown is the name of this particular fan or the name of the company, but the point still stands. It still works. So after that happened, after my PC shut down, I had it pointed directly at the PC so that it cools down a little faster, so that there is no long-lasting damage. As far as I can tell, there was none. Rain here is still fucking humid, 41.2 for me. Yeah, I do not envy you. Also, considering your temperature range, I was under the impression that you were living in a more northern part of Romania. But, hey, what do I know? Maybe it did reach those temperatures in there, or you've just moved and didn't tell me. But that's just me speculating, of course. Now, let's see, where were we? It should be working from this point. No, let's see here. Still in the Wild West, huh? Alright then. Hopefully, nothing goes badly.
Now, 3 gods wait on the windowsill, where one god's blood was lately spilled, while black tongues lap at the spreading pool and build the strength they need to rule.
Let's see where we left off last time, shall we? Of course, it's tilted a little to the right, as it always had, unfortunately. But if I try to adjust the set, it of course will fuck up the entire picture. Now, where were we? Right, killing orderlies, because we need to get out of this madhouse. In a sense, yes, it is leaving me a little tilted. Ouch. That one was unpleasant. However, where was I? Right. as well heal yourself up. Much better. Now then. I think we are basically maxed out on the overkill markers for now, which means I can miss my attacks with impunity. Still, not an excuse to not do good. However, as we all remember, perfect is the enemy of good. Was there a bit of a... what was it? Oh, come on. Hold yourself together, you can do it. Even if it means... come on now. Right, feeling a little bit rusty, but nothing that cannot be amended. Was a bit of a stutter, huh? That's highly unfortunate, son. I hate that it's come down to this. Maybe things will change in a little bit. Hopefully they do. Missed the beat again. Come on now, pull yourself together. Shake off that rust. It's not that hot anyway. Your house is not that much of a heat box by now. I'll give it a little bit of just a little bit. Okay, div, just deal with them. And to finish you off, we're giving you the World War I treatment. Have fun. You won't. But that, of course, won't stop me or you from being an annoying piece of work. However, there we go. Back in the saddle, as if nothing happened. Now hold on a second, there is a bit of a situation developing. This is important, so excuse me. Alright, that seems to be taken care of for now. Now then, let's get back to it. Apologize for that sudden stop, but that was just an urgent issue that needed to be taken care of immediately. Otherwise, things would have been a little ugly. But nothing that cannot be repaired. By repaired, I of course mean taken care of, but you get the idea. Alright. I think we still need to get back into Chloe in order for a bit of a detour. Because if we go by the case log, where was it? Well, of course we're gonna need to get the release papers for Dr. Crazoir. And in order to get into Dr. Wolfington's office, we're gonna need to find a fuse. Oh, but we also are gonna need to talk to Anne Claire about penetrating Dr. Wolfington's office. And after that, we may also need to take care of the spider silk issue, which will be also found there. But first of all... Also, look at Div. I do believe it's time for my medicine. I need 20 bucks and your keys. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm so drunk. Uncle, you look terrible. If I look terrible, I merely reflect the vein of pure terror that runs throughout all existence. Tycho attempts to compose himself with a bit of awkward, half-hearted grooming. And Claire, let me pose to you a purely hypothetical scenario. Does this hypothetical scenario relate directly to the present situation? Perish the thought. Proceed then. If a man were wrongfully seized by an asylum and then injected with powerful drugs by a man bent on destroying his entire family, mercy, uncle. If our hypothetical man, a man with hot murder churning in his own heart, if he needed to breach a door of strengthium to set this aright, how would he do it? She takes a moment to digest this. And then? You could level the building and that door would still stand. Alas. We need into Wolfington's office. That strengthium vault door is still sealed. Getting through the door is a fool's errand. The mechanism that powers it may be a better target. That may be a challenge. When the asylum entered lockdown, the fuse that controlled it was destroyed. And Claire ransacks the room, pulling drawers and excavating old boxes. This might work. It's not a stock part exactly, so the result may be odd. How odd, exactly? Oh, you know. She looks around. Odd. And Claire's thoroughly experimental probably should have stayed in the lab module. What, like Christopher Odd? By the way, excellent content from his part, at least the XCOM days. But you can also try and search around for his other videos if that's your fancy. I won't be stopping you. Well, heading out then. We'll try to bring something you can use. I'm certain you will. Godspeed. So, back to the sanitarium we go. Murder in our minds, and we will kill a lot of patients in there.
Oh, is it time for vengeance? I do so love vengeance.
Well, I call it revenge, you call it vengeance, but we agree that there will be a lot of killing involved, narrator. Patients, orderlies, maybe even strange man-sized spiders with a taste of human flesh. We'll see if that can be avoided, but I don't think so. And not malpraxis. Malpractice. That's what it's called. The fuse box is still in a bad shape. The lights begin to flicker. The strain on the system is obvious. Let's install Anne Claire's fuse. I'm sure this will only take a second. Alright, what are we doing again? I don't know what you're doing. We're going to pop in this fuse and then we're going to dismember Wolfington. I should have said that I should have that bastard stuffed. You know, there is an appealing symmetry there. I wonder if freshness is important. Perhaps we should contact a taxidermist before we... God damn it. Ooh, let's tell scary stories. Once there was a guy and he was totally like... Oh man. Let's try to get that thing in before it gets dark again. Awesome. Okay. No, this is good. Alright? So all of a sudden... You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep going. He is part wolf and part ghost and part dog. And as the light returns, you take the initiative. The old fuse has the sear of great barbecue, but the reek of it is pure toxin. After a few twists, it comes free. Being homemade, the sample from Anne Claire's isn't a perfect fit. With some enthusiasm, however, you manage to introduce the module. There they are. And I hate them already. Do I want to know what that means? No, you really don't. Well, good to know that I got the tool to deal with them. Yep, spiders. I missed the block again. You know what? Time to break out the big guns. I were itching to use this one. And White Christmas is indeed an absolute murder. And there's our silk. Plus, of course, the dynamite. Light it, then throw it. Trust me on this one. Let's have a look at them. There they are. Hat spiders. This curious breed of arachnid is deeply concerned with its accessories. High speed stat, attack sinker defense debuff, weak versus explosives, and garden tools. And we're gonna need to kill at least 3 more to get that spider silk. So let's not keep them waiting. No sounds from you. I said no sounds! Here, have a grenade, you cheeky buggers. I've seen that one coming. However, I will not miss this time. No, they are cheeky. It's the abdomen part that is cheeky. Of course, I would have seen them burn if Anne Claire didn't trade her gas burner for a kill set. But I'll take a kill set. I'd be a dearie and bleed out to death for me. And if not, I will be insulted. Oh, of course. But you know what? We're teaming up on you. Goodbye. And finally, Taiko is in a good enough of a mood to start firing his shotgun into the air after victory. Got the urge to ask? Then do so right away. I'll listen and try to answer. Where are you? Just a bit too early. Skip around characters like Muffet. I am ambivalent to apprehensive of characters like Muffet. Same goes for the Road Riders and and especially Arachna from Daily Life with Monster Girls. This is my concrete answer. A little more and you'll be out of here. Of course you would do that, and of course you would heal yourself. You know what? Just for that. No, that'd be a waste. Let's not get too hasty. But I will beat you to death. Especially with this counterattack. That was a bad move on your part. So get out of here. And I will see you brought down before me because I hate you. And Taiko got his third attack. Double shot. The most challenging of Taiko's special attacks also deals the most damage. Only a true champion can deliver a perfect maneuver. Now, how many rolls of silk do we have? I kind of forgot to check. 4. We need 1 more. And then we can go and kill Wolfington. Kinda like kill Lupercal. Except it's about Wolfington. Oh, you brought some friends. Or rather, a friend. A spider have puss puss. Insert Joel screaming, "No!" I'm not gonna use the Enclave yet, or Div for that matter, and you are going to be disabused of that silly notion of a self-buff. Come on, then! Okay, that was unpleasant. So you know what? You're also getting whacked. Literally. Or as one StarCraft Marine put it, oh my god, he's whacked. like that. Finally, all 4 rolls of spider silk done. Or rather, all 5, excuse me. But now comes the bonus round of going through the patients and the orderlies. Watch this. Whoa, hey guys. However, just to remind ourselves as to how to deal with them. So, Finns, weak versus basic attacks. Stouts, weak versus special attacks. And roll for the luck. 13. Well, lucky 13. And we do have the option to actually change the costume that our main character is wearing. Almost forgot to check. Silent One garb, plus 100 HP. The ceremonial dress of those devoted to Yog Sethis, the Silent One. Anything else will be unlocked later, but this one, if you can imagine, is unlocked by beating episode 1. No need to don it just yet, not a fan of mimes. Or Cthulhu X-Spies. Also, would you look at that, they're all juiced up. Also, I'm pretty sure I selected the wrong guy. I did. Ah well. We can still deal with the other ones as they come up. And this time, I won't miss. Here. This should be more than enough. Like that. We are getting pretty good at it. Bonus round. Bonus round. But if you insist on getting stabbed in the face with a hole, double hole even, who am I to stop you from testing your luck? Or as the ancient Chinese used to say in these cases, you are courting death. Hey, that armor won't save you. We do make a good team. No damage from here. Indeed, they're courting death, a lot of them, by virtue of being insane. Forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. Well, time to go see the doctor about the release of a patient. So just a quick reminder. This bear is alive, but very tired. Gorilla, chest piece. Snow hare, drop kicked. Water buffalo, trachea chop. Bear, karate chop. Bear, belt buckle. Bear, sheer force of will. Narwhal, its own horn. Oh, how quaint. He even has a couple of orderlies to back him up. You've gone to a lot of trouble to get yourselves killed, you know? Death Wish. A classic pathology. Yeah, go get your fucking gun so I can kill you and feel good about it. Kill me? Kill me. Oh, my dear, dear boy. He chuckles morbidly as he loads his shotgun with great relish, shell by antique shell. You may find that difficult. Sorry, Doc. We'll kill these guys for you. Oh, that won't be necessary. Oh, that was too soon. Classic case of stop hitting yourself. How do I... Well, div? Do I need to hit you? Maybe. Yeah, looks like it. I was just a little slow on the uptake. However, that's what boss battles are for. Let's see, no reaction to basic attacks. Let's see, what do you say about team-ups? I do remember that team-ups may be where the way to go. We'll find out in a moment. Right now. Ah, impervious to team-ups. Well, regular special attack it is. What a sentence. Regular special attack. A novel concept, if you will. Like, going Super Saiyan is not enough for you. Just the act of going Super Saiyan by itself is boring. And needs to be remedied immediately. I should also do something about your armor. So, here you go. And I think we can start just wailing on him with everything we have. Uh-huh. Here come the orderlies, or at least the first orderly. And when the second one comes in, that's when the fun begins. At the very least, those orderlies do snap us out of being mesmerized. Also, sorry me, but it had to be done. I'm just gonna need to... Where was it? There. Sorry about that, Tycho. Can't be helped. Now, what was I... You may stop gloating. At any point in time. Where was I? Let's not cock this one up, eh? Of course I did cock this one up. I am disappointed. Oh, damn it. Alright, let's get a hold of ourselves. Things are not going as planned, however, we can still salvage this. Alright, time to break out the big guns. Blasted oafs, die! Die in my service! Okay. What, you thought we were not gonna be fighting the second orderly? Of course we're gonna do that. Otherwise, what he's gonna do there? Be all courteous about it? Oh. Now I'm gonna snap myself out of it. So, sorry me. Okay, div. All right. Just like a game of whack-a-mole. See you in hell. How poetic. Get up, fucker! Get up! Ooh, is that a book? He's not wrong. On Wolfington's desk lies a jaundiced slab of weathered paper wrapped in unidentifiable leather. A diary? Ooh, this is too much. He cracks the book with a savage appetite. His brows rise and then knit together as he reads it. He skips ahead. What is it? What? He mentions a roommate here, someone he calls M. Apparently they used to have fondue with some wizards every other week. Get this. I have secured C at M's request. Like the others, like all modern men, it was a trivial and unworthy exercise. He's talking about Krazoar, right? Gabriel shrugs. The crazy bastard ran this place like some depraved game reserve. Their apartment has got to be our next stop. An intimate look at this incredible predator. Anything else good in there? Juicy details? Secret crushes? Oh, there's plenty. Apparently he likes to hunt? I wouldn't have guessed. Alright, we're done. Let's turn this place over and get out of here. Take anything that isn't nailed down, or is an animal head. The animal heads stay. And there it is, our new costume, Murder Safari. Dress for grisly success in Wolfington's Savannah Chick. Moving on up, find the key to the Riverbrook Apartments. Estates key, granted access to the Riverbrook Park Estates. This key is fashioned entirely from motherfucking gold! Also release papers. Dr. Crazor was certified sane by a panel of non-existent phrenologists. Phrenology. This bulging pouch both repels and attracts you. I Am the Jungle by L.C. Wolfington. Les Sciences Diaboliques by Dr. Mordo von Mundo. This copy is signed. Slight spoilers. This is the M that is mentioned in Wolfington's diary. But now, I think we've gotten everything over here, right? No, there are still 120 parts that we missed somewhere, so let's take a closer look around. And if you see any screen shaking, or rather, if you see any detail of decor shaking, that's where the robots are. Just need to be a little more thorough in our search. Or maybe they're waiting for us outside and will jump us as soon as we get to Dr. Crazor. Who knows? Because I certainly don't remember them being anywhere here. A throwback. I honestly can't remember what was it, where I Am the Table was from, or what song that was from. Anything else? Doesn't ring a bell. At least the horrid beast known as Pearl is gone for good. Ah, Metallica. What was the song's name anyway? Maybe I only remember it by virtue of a parody or another. However, it's been a while, friends. I thought you might have been admitted yourselves. Oh, we were, for a little while. Then we fought some spiders. It's been a long day. Here are the release forms. You're free to go. Presented with the truth of his imminent release, Jonathan Crazor seems unable to process it. By the grace of... I suppose you've earned the whole story. And that's how harvest buddies became fruit fuckers. That's our business concluded then. The documents, if you please. You see Dr. Jonathan Krazoar struggle against his bonds. Perhaps you could just set them by my feet? I could just kick them out of the main gate, I suppose. Oh, and let us not forget your reward. From somewhere in the depths of his cloth prison, he produces a strange card. No one's seen this card in 20 years. It was removed from a simian that... well, you see, it went crazy, and obviously the schematics were quite strange, wholly unauthorized. Suppose I should keep the war stories to myself. You've gotten a story and a piece of history. Not bad for a day's wage, eh? It's time for me to get back to work. Ah, the song is The View. Then I've definitely maybe have heard a parody of that song somewhere else. Still can't remember where exactly was the last piece of the robots will have to fight here. Maybe we just need to have another look around. Or maybe they were somewhere up the road, and we've just walked past them. I am leaning more towards that option, so let's just go for another patrol back and forth, just so that we are completely on the safe side. Otherwise, I will be somewhat disappointed. Especially considering there were orderlies awaiting for us here. We may have genuinely just missed them. Like in this frog over there. Yeah, they are. Or not, I suppose. Oh, well. Just give it a bit of a time. And then we can move on as if nothing happened. Oh, what? What? I was pressing the buttons and then it decided to... Ah! Game? That was a cheap shot and you know it. However, there is no need to get upset just yet. Not in these circumstances, at least. Just going to wait a little bit more, and then you will no longer be our problem. Like that. Still no sign of any other robots. Maybe they are somewhere back in the in the sanitarium, and we have just missed a spot. But first of all, I think it's time to go back to Riverbrook Park Estates. It's time to settle into our new home, after all.
With the key in your possession, Riverbrook Park Estates are yours to roam. If you're into roaming.
Swindle's Emporium has something for you. Hey, Curtis. Oh, hello. I was just wondering which island to buy. Don't ever get anything new? Because we see... He carefully realigns the pleats of his jacket. I shall be receiving a set of dueling pistols next week. I do hope you will come back then. Oh, see you soon. Curtis Swindle waves. In his midst, a wad of crisp cash swings like a vulgar bouquet. On the bright side, we haven't encountered any more rich people yet. However, once we get to our apartments, that situation will surely change. We do need to meet the neighbors, after all. One in particular. Which one? You'll find out in a second. Or a hot minute, as they say. You've unlocked the gate. Now let's see if that was a good idea. Nothing stops the mail. Nice. Wait. Today's common fabrics bore me. I long for exotic silks, something something. Oh no, darling. No. Silk from worms? Absolutely not. The dirt in the spot is only an inch deep. The rest is all marbles. That can be good for plant life. And there he is. Hello, boys. Long time no see. That was quite on purpose, Charles. And this is... Who's this guy? His name is Charles Dubois. We usually don't use his whole name. We often call him other things. Gabriel's voice goes quiet. Some of those things start with the letter F. I'm standing right here, Gabriel. Oh, I know. You know each other, I take it? I have a feeling there's a story here. Correct. It goes something like this. We sometimes run in the same circles, and it's just that our circles happen to run around the globe, intersecting with strange relics in the world's dark places. The Dubois estate has grown wealthy indeed, spooning the cream off the ancient world. Isn't that so, Charles? A sneer lifts his lip, revealing a single gold tooth. We do get by. So what are you doing here, Charles? I mean, are you just... Tycho edges in. Did you run out of pristine tombs to plunder, sir? Perhaps you have run out of proud ancient kings? I know that you find my methods, shall we say, mercenary in nature. The way I might dump a noble pharaoh out of his gleaming sarcophagus. At this grisly image, Tycho visibly shudders. In my defense, I simply love gold. As to what brings me here, I'm looking into this delicious new penthouse. You don't have a home already? Perhaps several? Indeed. What do you need with this goddamn apartment, Charles? You must have at least 8. You probably have 8 on the street. Yes, well, in any case, I think I will make this my early spring home. Or perhaps late fall? I haven't yet decided. I'm off to talk to the manager on the top floor. Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. Has it? No, not especially. Imbeciles. It is now more important than ever that you get this apartment. I agree, I won't be stood up by this, fruit. Barbed flowers rest on the table, taunting you. The back upholstery has been flayed by claws, lovingly applied. Floor 6. Taiko, out of my way. Thank you. I'm surprised you jongleurs are even up this early. Well, no matter. And he will continue doing that. A bar, huh? Obviously I approve. It is a pretty good bar. Fancy. But time to beat up more rich people. Now, if I recall correctly, all rich people are weak versus firearms. However, you are disabused of your silly notions of applying buffs to yourselves. Indeed. No mention of the punches. And we are getting flanked. And they are weak versus specials. Maybe the bleed will also help out a little. The hell in a handbag, huh? Alright, game. This time, I would like you to cooperate on the matter of button mashing, alright? One off. I have been bamboozled. Time to apply more debuffs. And I think I'm gonna kill you first. Oh, missed that attack. Not the best of my performances, but it'll have to suffice. Oof. I may or may not eat them, after all it's not hobo soup. But I will be taking their money as we have already done in the past. Now, thank you. Div, would you kindly... Who said you can do that, you old harlot? There will be no heals and no buffs for our enemies. Only endless torment and suffering. And if you do that again, I'll bury you in a cardboard box. And make it look like a bloody accident. Ah, there's another portion of robots to battle. Also, this one is a separate breed of old hag. There they are, wealthy matriarchs. Impossibly ancient, these desiccated husks have long since passed into unlife. Attacks incur damage debuff, low HP stat, weak versus firearms. So technically, they are classified as liches. Also there he is, Charles Dubois. If you'd like to find Charles Dubois, just look for the ransacked tombs and weeping heiresses. High speed stat, high HP stat, but low defense stat. It's a shame that Charles is not here with us tonight. He would have found this highly amusing. Oh, doggy style, huh? Or, how is this position called? I forgot. Doesn't matter. We'll come back to this one a little later down the line. Or maybe we won't. I'm not sure. I'd like to know. Might still be dead? Well, hopefully he's not dead by tomorrow, otherwise he will miss the movie that he would like to see. And I will be very sad about that alongside him. Still, should be enough. A portrait of the cheese magnate, Lord Cheddar. Anyone else in here that we have missed? Exotic silks chosen from fantastical beasts. But where do we find them? Huh? Huh? J.K. Rowling should hire me. This painting is completely different from the one downstairs. The Renaissance era scratch and sniff. The scent is called In the Rutting Barn. Where you go with your childhood friend for some intimate moments. Well, up we go. Floor 7. You want to find the person who made this and choke him. This one seems delicious. You want to gnaw the frame. They have a lounge and a bar. I prepare to call that a bold maneuver. Vile, impertinent rascals. Same to you, madam. So taste my hoe. stereotypical Chernobyl Holodomor? Maybe. No, not yet. While we are at it, might as well apply some additional pressure, and after that... It's not a very smart moment, TBH. That is to be expected. But she is tenacious. I'll give her that. Again, no self-buffs for you. Respectfully. That is not allowed here. These are reserved for the guests, and you are not a guest, you are a resident. So kindly cut that shit out. Let's see if I can do this one correctly. Almost. Still, more than enough. There's our second bot encounter. A coffee cart complete with snuff tray and array of snuffing tools. You wonder what combination of keys will open the secret door. Something basic like dog waltz, I suppose. Oh, you lucky bastard. Have at it. You may be the only person who has ever actually looked at this painting. And that would be immensely satisfying. Because I pay attention. Floor 8. And there's Charles waiting for us already. Game, set, and match, you greasy goddamn rodents. If you say so. Oh, and more robots. That is always welcome. A lounge and a bar and an amusement parlor? A veritable parleur d'amusement. This is officially the best apartment ever. Ever! I'm curious to see what's on the next floor. I assume that's the one where you bathe in bubbling stew. I do hear steam baths are good for your health. What are they called? Sauna. However, you bore me. And Claire, if you please. The velvet on this table is immaculate. They must replace it daily. Based solely on the skull, this thing must have been 40 feet tall. This fireplace is fucking sweet. History of New Arcadia Volume 2. Mimetism? Mimetism. You can see pictures of various savage clowns in the books. Wonder how a huge head like this impacts the room's feng shui. I don't know, we're not in Shadowrun, so I cannot possibly measure that. In hindsight, I should have possibly waited, not spent Anne Claire's summon on those robots. This would have been a bit more appropriate. But oh well. Time to break out the big one. This should be more than enough. No, not Tycho. Still too early, huh? Should have gone for a special attack. Not the end of the world. At least I'm now reliably timing those cats. Let's see here. You're not the only ones who can aura farm, you rich pricks. This piece clearly represents the artist's plagiarism period. Romance novels litter the surface. I shudder to imagine what inhuman thoughts lie behind those book covers. Yes. I think this might be the place. El appartamento misterioso. In order to get on this floor, this painting had to beat up all the others. Like us. I assume the Dubois family name is credit enough. Or should I have them send along the gold truck? Gold truck, you say? My word, is this truck merely conveyance for gold, sir? Or is the truck itself also fashioned from this prized metal? Both. With the dark purpose of a heavy black iron cannon, the landlord wheels to face you. Who's this, then? No one. They're no one. They're merely my servants. Truly, I do not see the Dubois family crest upon them. They're imbeciles, idiots we hide from the streets when none would have them. Also, they chew on wood, like termites. Shoo, vile creatures! Now, if we could but conclude our... The mountainous, bemedaled man strokes his chin. Is it as he says? Not exactly, no. He's not been entirely honest with you. Oh, I do prefer an honest man in business dealings. Barring that, I will accept a tenant of profound, almost obscene wealth. Then, well, we stand at an impasse. There is one room, and two would have it. In the service, we decided such things through stabsies. That's a new one. Colonel Pips? I'm afraid not. Surely none of this is... No, smack-a-dandy, then. I have never heard of any of the things you just said. Let me be frank, then. You two will now try to kill each other. Whoever survives will claim the penthouse. This is so exciting. All this talk of violence is making me hungry. I'm gonna see if they have a kitchen or something in this place. Just then, Tycho speaks under his breath. This is perfect. You guys wrangle these weirdos and I'll slip out to find this M guy's room. Back in a jiff. He begins to edge towards the door. Well then, I haven't got all day, you know. Busy man and so forth. Do begin the slaughter whenever you feel ready. Alright then. Get over here. Sissy boss fight. Meanwhile, Taika sees a gnarled comb whose evil face and flared nostrils rest over a row of sharp ivory teeth. An evil comb. An evil comb. Just... wow. This is beyond awesome. Clearly I'm getting the wrong catalogs. What else? Ooh. See, that's a nice touch. He's got the skull with the horns already on. I usually order each separately and then spend the whole goddamn afternoon putting them on. This book is sheathed in immaculate black leather that still feels healthy and vital. More skin than cover. The first handwritten page reads, Malevolence. Ah. Just below a subtitle, Being an account of the trials, tribulations, and torments of Dr. Mordo von Mondo. Perhaps he started this when he was very young. Incoherent ranting about the universe shares pages with startlingly sophisticated schematics. Arcane sigils coursing into elaborate circuits. Early on, he worked to meld a dim understanding of his family's folk wizardry with his growing mechanical savvy. He entered an early experiment into robotic sturdy, only to have his programs stolen and his monkey seized. The tone undergoes a change in recent months when he comes upon the book. From there on, the writing becomes a dialogue, though only the questions remain. Blank pages yawn where the answers should be found. Begun at age 14. And another book. 4 below. Taika looks upon this green wedge of destruction almost romantically. An omnibus! Who could say what blasphemous schematics it contains? Like a beloved marmot, Taika cradles this obsidian sandwich, this jagged menu of oblivion. A surprisingly readable volume with an approachable introduction and startlingly robust appendices. An evil calendar? I guess it only lists demon holidays. Taika flips through several almost black pages, of each one slightly warm to the touch. Oh look, Feast on the Blood of Mortals Day is coming up. I'll bet that's a goddamn hoot. Thick with strange holidays that fall on grim days and months you have never heard of. I think I've lost the button. I do not care, Charles. I do not care one bit, and I will have you clubbed to death with this here hoe. Especially if you dance your stupid little dance at me, which you've named after yourself. Now get over here. Have we grabbed everything we can from here? It certainly looks like it. On to the next door then. Oh no, not quite yet. There's still so much to see. Still, just to be completely certain. Aha! Taika traces a finger through the ridges of the front with altogether too much familiarity. Would you look at this? I found it, Uncle E. The Black Ledger. I should probably keep this to myself. There appears to be a bookmark poking out the top of the dark tome, completely ruining the air of supernatural menace. Who pores over a volume on infernal necromancy and then thinks, oh man, I wouldn't want to lose my place? What's this then? Slowly, careful not to open the book, Taika removes the thick strip. Huh, it's another one of those monkey cards. I guess that makes sense. I wonder if... Just then the conflict next door shakes the room, violently. Maybe I'd better get back. A book which catalogs the pacts that men make with devils. It is always absolutely current. Slightly warped as though by heat. We hope it still works. A moment please, if I could find my button then. Fuck your button, nobody gives a shit about your button! I will have you clubbed to death this instant! Goodbye! The dust settles. Taika stirs the calamity with his foot, revealing an antique knob. I'm waiting. It wasn't my fault. Okay, maybe it was my fault. Seemed like a nice place. You know, like, to live in. Taika places a hand on your shoulder. You get used to it after a while, and you take precautions. For example, I don't even own anything flammable. Anyway, I got what I came for. I mean, what we came for. Huh? Oh shit, there's a bee! A bee? Fuck! Oh fuck! Gabriel begins to swat wildly. Taika regains his calm, turning in the direction of Anne Claire's. Arsonist. Burn down the Riverbrook apartments. We have gotten everything in here, right? Yes, that's all of the robot parts. So back to Anne Claire's.
You return return with the promised silk. You are careful to remove any extraneous fangs.
How goes the battle, Uncle? Every moment we draw closer to the foe. His heels are hot within our nipping. Here's your silk, all 5 bolts. And it's spider silk too. We're completely amazing. Spider silk? But how did you... Gabriel shudders. And the other items I requested? I don't wish to be rude, but the search continues. I found some energite. Getting it might be trouble, though. It's attached to this trophy, which you can only get by... You must. There's a crash then somewhere in the house that shakes the very bones of it. And Claire stands very still. Is that everything? Exquisite. Well, I'll see you soon. Not so fast. First upgrade our weapons. You know, really getting there. So, not gonna upgrade my hoe just yet, so let's upgrade Tycho's gun again. What would we need in order to do that? I believe I have had quite enough of that thing. And Claire, in the haunted libraries of the old academy, I once saw a book called an omnibus. There in its pages lay many designs for all manner of infernal weaponry. It may provide you with some inspiration, though the origin of that inspiration is questionable. Gather the parts we need. 311 should be sufficient. Then bring an omnibus and we shall look at it together. We're ready to upgrade Gabe's fists. Alright, Annie, and take it away. Well, could it be a surprise? Is that acceptable? The very moment you turn away, the work begins. Metal parts and is rejoined. I hope you like them. They seem very Gabriel. Machete hands. These blades are forged from sweet steel, a truly extreme substance. Gabriel looks to the blades, and then to Anne Claire. Wordlessly, carefully, he hugs her. Let's upgrade Great Gabe's fists again. We can do that, right? We're running up against hard limits, I'm afraid. Blame physics. Gabriel shakes his fist. We need something to mount additional equipment to, in addition to the 251 parts. You aren't able to make it here? Under ordinary circumstances, I could. Circumstances lately have been anything but. I think we're gonna upgrade Tycho's final... Well, Tycho's final gun upgrade. We'll go for that one. We have all the parts, and the evil book, and everything. And Claire opens the book and turns pages with growing frustration. Uncle, I can't see any of the schematics you mentioned. Ah, yes. Such books do get thirsty from time to time. Truly. Surely you can't mean... Unfortunately, he does mean. Tycho Erasmus Brahe pricks his finger, turning pages with the wound. Ah, here it is. Perfect. Something like this. He points to a page. Clearly perturbed, she still does her best to follow the design. Burning Shot. Eldritch firearm with optional grimoire mount. When you leave, Uncle, do take the book with you. His disappointment sits open, like a grave. He fills it quickly. Certainly, child. Certainly. Oh, that's enough for now. We can discuss this later, and we are off to get that energite. I just remembered something. I need to take Mr. Tails to a place. Yeah. He needs to be serviced. Mr. Tails chimpily stammers his agreement. Well, where he's going... Tycho tilts his head towards the stairway. There's probably no point in fixing him first. I think he's ready. But Tycho opens the door down and disappears. Mr. Tails looks up at Gabe, who sniffles. Come on, buddy. Let's go. I'll make sure they get you right back together Right. With that assurance in place, your stalwart band descends. That was better, I think. How do you figure? There were several moments in there where he remained, upright. Okay, so maybe it was nightmarish. Can we be done with this now? One more time. Gabriel's neck tenses and thickens. His firm girth recalls a sequoia. One more time. After that, we're out. I'll find some other way to get the Energite. We'll put another card in and see how it shakes out. Tycho? Yes. Will he be able to hug after this? After we put in the third card? I hope so, Gabriel. I hope so. He may also become the physical embodiment of death. Gabriel looks down at his hated robotic son. His eyes glisten. Love is hard, Tycho. I know, pal. I know. Alright, let's do this. You nod toward the door. With grim purpose, your party descends. Hey, Mr. Tails. Good job. It's me, Mr. T. It's Gabe. The simian makes a sound in his throat that sounds like a palette of cube-eyed dolls tumbling into a chipper shredder. Gabriel's hand, which had been offered in a tentative high five, begins to sink slowly. We'll have Claire take a look at him, Gabe. Fear not. Actually, let's get this Energite back to her now. I'd rather not hold on to it any longer than we have to. A precious Energite molecule rests atop this trophy, bathing you in its unknowable energies. I don't even want to know what this thing is doing to my genitals. What? This is a legitimate concern. He's right,
The Energite trophy has begun to hum. It may be best to rid yourselves of it.
Oh, those unstable molecules. One molecule of Energite. And it's all yours. She accepts the prize gingerly, her tiny hands dwarfed by a pair of thick kilnsman's gloves. Noting the monkey's visage on the side of the trophy, she looks to her uncle and smiles. It's up to me now. With the last item in her possession, the enormity of her task becomes clear. I won't be able to leave here for a little while, and I apologize. My work must take the fore. What? No more space blimp? Oh, man. And Claire doesn't respond. She seems fixated on the simian until still in the growing grip of its dark program. You like him? His name is Mr. Tails. At least it was. It's like I don't even know him anymore. Mr. Tails, is it? Almost imperceptibly, she slides a wrench from the table behind her. Mr. Tails, would you like to be a real boy? A viscous liquid hate bubbles deep in his metal belly. Someone was quite cruel to this creature while it was still a prototype. After a brief search, Claire lifts a book from the floor and presses it to your chest.
Okay.
Dr. Krangle is speaking at the symposium tonight. It is imperative that you obtain his signature. I'm afraid that we cannot, child, because of tickets, obviously. And also, Take this one. It was a cutout from Whirligig. If anyone asks, you're 13. 1. Science Club access to Symposium. She begins to herd you out of the room. Farewell. But we're not finished talking yet. No, we are done for right now because we don't have any more parts for upgrades. Thanks for everything. And Claire nods but does not speak. The work has taken over. We will still drop by time to time, you know.
The speech is about to begin. I can hardly wait.
Oh, you again. Here's our ticket. Enjoy. Why would you even want to go into the... Oh, whatever. She tears your ticket and with obvious exasperation waves you in. As you pass, she calls out from behind you. I heard about what happened down there. In the pit. It wasn't science. It wasn't science! Yes, it was black magic. Or a fusion thereof with the science. Well, there is all the people that we need. And even our other old acquaintance. Arnold? Is that you? You clean up good. Well, pretty good. I guess you do work with urine. Aha, yes. Don't I look every bit the scientist? He makes a great show of smoothing out the pleats of his coat. Our little experiment is already paying out dividends. He leans in conspiratorially. That I gleaned from the model turned few heads at the old A. Details are still being determined, but listen. There's word I may be on the hermetic balloons next year. Serious? You're going to pee in outer space? It's true, my boy. In your lifetime, a man will urinate on the moon. On the moon. Dr. Arnold P. Wimple begins to cry. So, what else is going on? You're keeping busy, I hope? I'm in a bit of a bind, truth be told. You already know about my unprecedented and underappreciated efforts to give robots and other machines the ability to urinate. I think about it all the time. Well, I'm here with a petition demanding a place at the scientific table. I just can't get anyone to sign the damn thing. Don't worry about it. We've got this. Let's see the petition, Doctor. We'll get it passed around. Piece of cake. Splendid. Oh, splendid. Dr. Arnold P. Wimple presses it into your grasp, a document clearly made by his own hand. At the top it says, please let me speak at the symposium. Just below this it says, please, 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 please. How do we get these signatures again? Is there some trick to it? Well, the scientists are sometimes a complex breed. There are warring tribes, hot feuds, and ancient grudges that must be contended with. You must navigate this territory with the utmost care. Any major breakthroughs, Arnold? Have you done anything cool lately with, like, B? Incredible things. Remarkable things. I'm currently finalizing the paper that will establish the field. And to think, we made it all possible by killing those hobos! The room falls absolutely silent. Alright, Doctor, we're gonna mingle. Plus, there's a couple of hors d'oeuvres I've got my eye on. By all means. So, just to give us a reminder. Dr. Uno has no grudges that I can remember. Dr. Twee hates Dr. Dry. And Dr. Dry... can't remember who he hates. Then Dr. Quatermain most likely hates Dr. Blood, but we'll see about that. Also, there's the landlord that we haven't seen. We have seen briefly. Colonel Frank Candid. Riverbrook Park Estates can kill with a walnut shell. Forthright, decisive, and occasionally brutal, men like this built the modern world. Although now I remember that Dr. Uno hates Dr. Stripe, then Dr. Twee hates Dr. Dry, and I'm guessing Dr. Quatermain dislikes Dr. Blood, but we'll have to confirm that in a second. There's Dr. Blood. How goes the symposium? I enjoy the symposium, Doctor. His black eyes harden. Blood. You may call me Dr. Blood. Gabriel edges forward sheepishly. Is your name really Dr. Blood? Because that is so... Dr. Ravenblood. And you are correct. It is awesome. How do you like signing petitions? Because I've got this petition here and I was wondering if... He grabs the pen and paper, depositing his signature in a fraction of a second. He returns the signed document, wrinkling his nose and wiping his hands on his coat. Hey, thanks a lot. We'll really... Be gone. Now, let's see if my theory is correct and I remember it rightly. Would you like to sign a petition? It'll only take a second and... Certainly, let me just examine the current signatures. I'm sure you won't mind. Dr. Blood? Dr. Ravenblood? Which doctor, perhaps? Oh, I will sign no document with his name attached. Aha, so it was not Dr. Stripe, it was Dr. Blood. Well, see you around, probably, at some point. He doesn't seem to notice. His gaze is fixed on a distant tray of appetizers. Now, Dr. Stripe. Enjoying the symposium so far? I know I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to hear Dr. Kringle, but this place is kind of loud. I was a mime for a while, remember? I seem to recall something about mimes, yes. Oh, and as long as I don't have to talk to that damn Dr. Twee, I'll be fine. Would you sign our petition? It'll only take a second. For you guys, sure, let me warm up my signing muscle. If he's doing something special, you can't detect it. Voila! One signed petition. Happy to help. Got it, Jetman. Sorry, I'll muddle through somehow. And Dr. Krazoar. Aha! I was only just thinking of you, and that'll help it, and that help it of living nightmares. When I returned to my ravaged lab, I found a letter from my daughter. You have a daughter? Long lost, yes, and a scientist, no less. Surely science is woven into her hearty Krazoar stock. I know it in my very marrow. Yes, I think things are going to be very different now. Well, at least we don't have to get a petition signed from him. Now, Dr. Quatermain, how's your symposium going? Because I'm having a blast. Well, if you must know, I'm not crazy about Dr. Blood being here. He was a professor of mine before the incident. But, on the bright side, Dr. Kringle is literally going to bring the house down. I'm so happy I could just... I could recalibrate a robot's servo drive mechanism. Oh yeah, I love those. Those are the best. Would you like to sign a petition? I have one right here. Oh sure, let's see it. What is it? It's just that Dr. Blood signed this, and if he signed it, well, I'd rather not. Is that wrong? He must have made a real impression on you. He pauses. A little too long. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'll see you around. Maybe at the lecture tonight? Oh, definitely. It's going to be awesome. No, just to be completely certain. Great symposium, huh? Looking forward to the lecture? Indeed, even the vile Dr. Dry couldn't mar this glorious day. Dr. Krangle's work practically defines the field of robotics. Frankly, they should call robots Krangles instead. Although, I might settle for Crobots. He pauses a moment, rubbing his chin as though to squeeze the answer from it. Yes, Crobots would be acceptable. Would you like to sign a petition? It's very important. Indeed, let us have a look. Poring over the document, he nods several times. Drawing a pen from his coat, he places his signature. Uranology is an unorthodox field, but then they all are at their inception. What do you do exactly? What is your thing? You'll read about it in the journals soon enough. I have discovered a way to poop backwards. Gotta go. Nice chatting with you. Likewise. Oh, and if you should see Dr. Dry, tell him to go fuck himself. So, Dr. Uno and Dr. Quatermain hates Dr. Blood. Dr. Stripe hates Dr. Dry. No, Dr. Twee. And Dr. Twee hates Dr. Dry. It's one of those logical puzzles where you have to ferry the cabbage, the goat, and the wolf across the river in a certain pattern. I will think about this for a moment, but first let me go grab the water, because you've heard that my throat is starting to kill me. Be right back. Besides, the water is nice and cold. Yeah, doing voices for this long can be an issue, especially once August 1st comes, as they will be doing a reading of Transmetropolitan together with a couple of friends. Nothing too serious, just a little fooling around, if you will. Good evening, sir. Would you like a tickled crump? Maybe later. And just to confirm, Dr. Dry, enjoying yourself? Quite a crowd here. I think I'm going to invite Dr. Kringle to my birthday party. You know who can't come, though? Dr. Quatermain. Man, fuck that guy. Would you like to sign a petition? Are you into those at all? Are you kidding? I crave these things. He nods at the paper, producing a pen from his coat and making his mark. That ought to do it. Tell Arnold there's a few of us pulling for him. You know, privately. Well, gotta split. You know how it is. Busy, busy, busy. Tell me about it. That's why I need to finish my fucking time machine. Okay, you colleague of Dr. Einstein. I'm sure there's a place for you at Steinstack. Just don't go and try to erase Hitler. So once again, Dr. Uno and Dr. Quatermain hate Dr. Blood. Dr. Twee hates Dr. Dry, and Dr. Dry hates Dr. Quatermain, and Dr. Stripe hates Dr. Twee. So I think we should go Stripe, Uno, Twee, Dry, Quatermain, Blood. Something like that. Let's see if I get it correctly. We need a new petition. Yes, of course. I have brought several. For just such a... Ransacking his coat and pants, he comes up with another blank petition. It could reasonably be called petition, and the scent it exudes is familiar. He offers it forth earnestly in some rank mockery of a bouquet. Gabriel puts his hands in his pockets. Go on, go on. No thanks, I'm good. Scowling at Gabriel, Tycho snares the document. Now, just to remind myself again. So, Stripe, Twee, Uno, Dry, Quatermain, Blood. Unless I've forgotten that Uno also hates Stripe, but we'll find out in a second. And yes, we don't need Super Soviets again. Another one. Harumph. Dr. Stripe, as in Dr. Coriander Stripe, the mime in a lab coat. Why won't you sign my petition? I'm sure you told me, but I don't remember. His mouth twists into an ugly shape. I will sign no petition that has been signed by Dr. Coriander Stripe, or any other mime. Yep, I remembered correctly, so in that case it's gonna be Uno, Stripe, Twee, Dry, Quatermain, Blood. We need another blank petition. I think we're getting closer. I think we're getting almost semi-close. All right. Don't you want to know what it says? Not especially. No idiots have signed it yet. That seems like a good sign. I gotta say, Dr. Uno disliking two scientists at once certainly complicates things a little, and does not paint him in a good light. The flesh of these exotic fruits is still tantalizingly firm. There you go. Yeah, I read some of the material Dr. Wimple wrote about that material. Best of luck to him. And finally, Dr. Blood. That should be enough, right? Do you still like signing petitions? Because I've got this petition here and I was wondering if... He grabs the pen and paper, depositing his signature in a fraction of a second. He returns the signed document, wrinkling his nose and wiping his hands on his coat. Be gone. And maybe Dr. Krazoar too. No, not quite. I think that was everyone. Unless we also need to get all the waiters to sign it. But I don't think that's necessary. We got all the signatures. Here you go, all signed up. Best of luck. Knock 'em dead, Arnold. Tremendous! I must repay you somehow, mustn't I? Yes. With savage enthusiasm, Dr. Wimple draws a horrifying syringe from somewhere in his lab coat. Wait, what are you... Without so much as a moment's warning, he plunges a needle full of luminous turquoise into your bicep and forces the plunger. Visions overtake you. You see a bison peeing, then an antelope. In your mind, a giant bear begins to pee. You feel as though you have learned something fundamental about the nature of the universe. I'd ask what was in there, but... yeah, I think we know. An injection of invigorating urine, incredibly pure. Lab assistant, complete all bonus missions. Well, on the bright side, he didn't tell us to drink it. So an intravenous injection is not as bad of an option as possible, I suppose. But let's get that signature from Dr. Kringle. Good evening. Oh my god. You've got to get me out of here. This is it. This is what dying feels like. I'm dying right now. Just listen. I'm not here because I like this shit and I think robots are sweet. We need to get that guy's autograph. For Aunt Claire. Man, she's not my fucking niece. I don't have to get shit for her. Choke it down. We can survive this. Several hours later. I don't think we can survive this. Was that a joke? Did he make some kind of goddamn gear joke? Yes, it was a Top Gear joke. Huh? Huh? And where's my Nobel Peace Prize? I have no idea what is going on. I am losing sensation in my feet. Several hours later. I can't. Gabriel yawns. No. No, no, this is like hypothermia. If you sleep, you'll die. You'll never wake up. Tycho yawns. A massive yawn like a lion. You son of a bitch. I've got your goddamn yawning disease. You've killed us both. You've... Several hours later. The auditorium swells with mad applause. Oh, thank the Dark Four. Thank the cackling Vice Kings of Hell. Thank the dripping tendrils of Chorbareth. We are saved. Huh? What? Huh? I'm up. Good pitch. Yeah, listen, let's bum rush this leprechaun and get that fucking signature. Now to find Dr. Kringle and secure the requested autograph. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, there has been a change of speaker. I am really sorry, I would have put it in the program, there was no time. This was really a spur of the moment thing. There is an awkward pause. You get the feeling he might have prepared a speech. When peanut butter and chocolate were first joined, the confection world scoffed. Ridiculous, they called it. Preposterous. The result? Flavor unparalleled! And so it went when I charted my blasphemous course to commingle robotics and darkest sorcery. I was driven out, cast from the highest wall. Me, Dr. Mordo von Mundo, the brightest mind of his generation. I'm not just saying that. I have my report card with me. Come up later if you'd like a copy. That is, if you survive! Well, that's the second boss encounter done and dusted with. More of a rough approximation of the Dr. Kringle's autograph. Precisely what sort of scientist are you, Dr. Blood? We must speak. I have some experience with these creatures. What the shit is going on here? It's like you can't throw a rock without hitting some kind of goddamn robot. Dr. Blood sifts the rubble with a polished shoe, finding a scorched scrap and leaning to snare it from the pile. He holds it up for your inspection, its curling sigils alight with divine will. First wise, but it's emblazoned. How is that possible? A hideous page from the occult text. Yeah, how did it get so emblazoned? Tycho and Dr. Blood level their collective gaze hard, like the iron guns of a warship. Sorry. There are many breeds of this ravenous machine, grim refinements to Dr. Crazoir's original designs. Tycho cocks his head. But they are, all of them, powered by dark steam. Dark steam? That sounds bad. It seems worse than regular steam. The service is getting better. Dark steam is a heady blend of steam and evil. These machines are like hybrids in that respect. I have reason to believe the source of this evil is that whispering tome, the foul Necrowombicon? Yes, that is correct. The Necrowombicon? The book that was stolen from the mimes? Why does everybody have such a hard-on for this goddamn book? It's like I have to explain this every 5 fucking minutes. This book is empty, alright? I'm putting this thing to bed right now. There is nothing inside the... Dr. Blood snorts. His derision is a physical thing, broad and ponderous. It strikes Tycho like a Viking oar. So it is as they've said. The vigor of the Brahe line has run dry. Perhaps the book had nothing to say to you. Have you considered that? Blood's withering riposte deals critical damage. And now you've tricked your supposed friends into fighting yet another god. Yes, it's true. When were you planning on telling them? Tycho is stock still. He doesn't appear to exist in this moment. Ah yes, your clan's eternal, infernal obsession. The end of the world. The end of all worlds. Apocalypse. The Brahe family business. Excuse me. The book of the power source? How could one book run all these machines? The smaller robots, those whose strange hungers are unmatched, are charged and then fired. Their personal reserves are quite low. Something like that living furnace may have had some inscribed phrase to power it. Perhaps the copyright information or an entry from its nefarious glossary. But a contraption like the one that destroyed this theater, vile, unnatural. Dr. Blood's black eyes wander to the great gaping hole in the ceiling. No inscription would suffice. It must bear the book itself. This is why we must go, and quickly, to the World's Fair. With the world ending so soon, it's nice they get another fair in. You want to go to the fair? Really? God, finally! Doctor, listen, it's been great, and your getup is awesome. You're a real spooky motherfucker. But it's not fair time. We have more important things to do. Indeed, there is nothing more important. We do not go to the World's Fair to crawl aboard some mortal ride. Indeed, it is quite the opposite. We go to the World's Fair because of this. Allows entrance to the World's Fair. Singed but still legible, the scrap in his ivory hand pounds a war drum in your heart. Endgame. Find a ticket to the World's Fair. Dr. Blood, our third support character. His piercing gaze and timely appearance in the narrative mark him as a man to watch. Now, let's have a brief look at the new types of robots we've just encountered. First would be Fruitfucker Mark IV. This steam-belching automaton is the last word in modern juicing technology. High speed stat, resistant versus team-up attacks, weak versus dynamite, and talonite. And there is the Jack Furnace. Dr. Moro von Mundo's right-hand man. And when we say man, understand that we mean murder machine. High attack stat, attacks incur damage debuff, critical overload, where there is a window for us to deal some extra damage to him, as we've seen. Oh man, the fair! Fuck yes! Indeed. Though I'm afraid we'll have little time for frivolities. Also, oh no, all of the scientists that we've helped are now dead. And Dr. Stripe was just getting married. You know, he just really loved Rays. Even in death, Dr. Quatermain clutches his precious bolts. He appears to be flipping off Dr. Dry's corpse. Wanna see my secret privets? Oh, that was a bit premature. There we go, there's the counterattack. Gotta get the whatchamacallit, the overkill meters back up, because we have our horizons in that regard have been expanded. Can you stay in your lane? Oh, a little off lethal. I think we can just let him wait up. We can endure. Alternatively, we just do this. Gabe will have other opportunities in the... God damn it. Game. Why must you ruin this tender moment? But looks like this is all the robot parts that we needed. There it is, 1922 World's Fair. Lots of parts to be found. But first a visit to Anne Claire's room.
The cherished autograph is tucked beneath your arm. She need not know the particulars.
Quiet right. Anne Claire? There is no answer. But she's always here. And I needed my weapons leveling up. Suppose a little later when she reappears in the plot. After all, we do have all of those other parts to collect. Even 120 here, at some point in the future. So, back to 1922, or rather forward to 1922 World's Fair we go.
The ticket counter and the man who operated it are in ruins. In the distance you hear additional tragedies unfolding.
We have a ticket, not to worry. And you should see the cut Harry just got. Are you happy? Huh? Are you fucking happy? I'm happy. We're happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. God damn it. Now that song is a little bit stuck in my head. I hate you, John Kay, with all the fiber of my being. Because I was never a fan of Ren and Stimpy show. Not now, nor ever. Sit down. Let me weaken you a little bit with bleed, if you'll allow me. No healing from your end, you enormous human-like baboon. What did I just fucking tell you? No healing. Guess we'll have to do this on a case-by-case basis. Come on, game. A little cooperation here would be appreciated. But if you insist on being like that... No, Dr. Blood, we're not calling you in just yet. There we go. That's what I want to see. What is it with these people? We have a ticket. Maybe they are just dicks? I find it more likely the god of gears has corrupted the people here. Or both? Or both. Fighting gods again? Really? It might have been nice to know that. Yeah, seriously. It's like, sure, I'll kill gods or whatever. For me, that's like Tuesday. All I want is a little heads up. Tycho laughs at Finlaugh, a nasty, diluted thing. This laugh is not up to the task. I just wanted it to be a surprise, you know? Sort of like, hey, look what I got you. A ravenous evil god. This bench is much stickier than you expected. The ravenous bench beast growls as you approach. The matrix of corn dog sticks at the base of this can seem poignant. However, let's look at the newcomers. Enforcers. These men ensure that families are having their most fun ever, with violence if necessary. No weaknesses, so we're firmly in the endgame territory. Now you lot will be introduced to Dr. Blood, since your weakness is Talonite, and he's got Talonite bombs aplenty. Go on, for my sake. And there we go. And the robot, believe it or not, is also a collectible. Or rather, a dispenser of consumables. Oh, you get what I mean. Holy fucking shit, did you see that robot? This receptacle holds only a charred doll. And this one holds... ouchies. I'll take that. The sharp scent of the lemons cuts through the omnipresent smog and oil. Save me, lemon woman. Lemon woman, save me. Although I suppose she is streaming Age of Empires 2 by this right now. Several crude, apparently mutated genitals have been drawn here. And those are more enemies. I'll break you like a levee. But my second favorite track is back. Where are you retreating, you shithills? Resistant versus team up attacks, nice to know. Still too early, huh? Or rather too late. There we go. About when he makes a swing with his arm. What? come on now. I almost had it. But if you insist... You mock me. No, you miserable little graduate. And you even made me miss. Well, that one is more directed at the bug currently buzzing about around me. But that won't get me distracted. Not in the slightest. Fine, so be it. And that was another new enemy type. Evil Architects. These dark draftsmen create the tasteful prisons of modern life. Attack incurs speed debuff, high attack stat, weak versus basic attacks. Futurists. And as we all know, futurists are one step away from fascists. At least until the fascists decide to turn on them. Yes, mosquito. Surprisingly, pressing this ridiculously large button has no effect. You wonder if this is some kind of ceremonial button. You also wonder if there is any power going to it. Doesn't look like it. Fuck yes! Riding around in those bikes in style. Are there more planets now, or less? There's always changing this shit. Oh great, more enforcers. I hate you guys. Especially 4 of you at once. You know that? Of course you do. It is a part of you. I will see you burn. Oh, come on now. Almost had it. Once more with feeling. And I'll see you on the other side soon enough. Getting surrounded. I guess it's time to bring out the Talonite bomb. Dr. Blood, your entry. I almost had you. And I still will. God damn it. You not do that. There we go. At least the architects are a little easier to deal with, now that you know how to deal with them. curse of the empty bag with the entirety of your being. Even across the courtyard, the ameliorator catches your eye. Oh, I read about this thing. Yeah, you would. Reader. No, listen, this is good for us. We can use it to upgrade our weapons. Not really its original purpose, but it'll do in a pinch. We're ready for... Here, we need 458 parts for my upgrade. So, we're ready for Gabe's final upgrade for now. Alright, Gabe, you ready? No! Gabe, goddammit, don't be a pussy. Put your hands inside these evil artifacts. I've already got machetes on here. What would be better than machetes? Taika feeds everything into the ameliorator, which molds the manacles of the Iron Maiden into something the race of man could wear. We've got shit to do, Gabriel. Just put these on, and if you don't like them, we can take them right off. Okay, but if I... Ow. 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 The searing black iron spurs inside these gauntlets hurt really bad. Ow. Ow. Ouch, mama. Get them off. Soon. Oh, you fucker. You're a real kind of goddamn peaches. Don't swing on me just yet. I'm the only one who knows how to get them off. There's a chastity device joke in here somewhere. But I'm not gonna tell it just yet. Or ever. Let's get a look at this thing. This hellish prototype intellect and engine transforms any raw metal into brutal, sophisticated weaponry. Its creator, Dr. Francois Goodman, created the ameliorator as a test of mankind's essentially good nature. From the looks of it, mankind appears to have failed this test. Spectacularly. Oh, that'll do for now. Let's get out of here. The ameliorator hums, calculating 1,000 Armageddons per second. More robots abound. When Gabriel reaches in to pick one, they all turn to face him. Oh, not 20. You evil machine. Come on now, what is it with easy hits and missing one button? I am thoroughly disappointed in myself. But at least this one will have to suffice. For now. Strength to rule. Achieve level 30 with all party members. That robot is terrifying and not arousing. Dirigibles. Keep it up all night. This subversive stand actually serves limeade villains. That was a bit of a waste. Especially in light of this development. But sometimes you need to take one for the team. The first pavilion we need to reach. Jeff Krause, Man of Tomorrow. Apparently they still have assholes in the future. Yeah, unfortunately. Especially now that this fair is 103 years away by now. That reminds me, I should probably change my outfit. There it is, Murder Safari. Dressed for grisly success in Wolfington's Savannah Chic. that protrusion on the front of the robot. The prong? I've been avoiding that word on purpose. It's a prong, though. I'm trying very hard not to think of it as a huge pneumatic penis. In any case, it's tipped with strengthium. There is no material it couldn't penetrate. What's the plan? We're gonna have to get high. Man, that's your solution for everything. No, not high like high. Shut up. Taika gestures to the top of a tremendous orange, nearly pornographic in its fullness. We need to get up there, and we've got to get past that thing to do it. This stand does not sell actual peanuts, but rather Re-Nuts, brand reconstituted legume pellets. This bench is happy because it knows its place in the universe. You, however, are going away. Retiring now, dead tired. Good luck. I think I'm gonna be calling it for tonight soon enough. It's possible this emergency generator must have been hauled in to manage some urgent crisis. Shortly after they did so, they must have run for their lives. A thick trunk of electrical cable lies near the generator. With help from the man-beast Gabriel, you make firm connection. I'll get to you in a bit. For now, I'm thinking we upgrade my home. But it is already guarded by at least 2 architects. You're angling for a beating. In a second. We can upgrade my hoe again. And I really, really want to. You dump a truly vast quantity of scrap steel into the device, planting your weapon in its riveted torso. The ameliorator begins to twist, jig, and even gamble in the production of a truly spectacular garden artifact. The hoe of tomorrow. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Holding it aloft, you flick the power stud. Your hoe crackles into blue fire. That's it, every weapon topped out. We should have everything we need now. High five! Gabriel whimpers. Steel Cannibal. Fully upgrade all party members' weapons. Try to die immediately. Thank you. So now, however, you will die. I have been pressing space, but it looks like I didn't angle it just right.
Just stay off.
Man. Ay, ay, ay. The lever of the future. With the power restored, this lever can once again fulfill its destiny. The drawbridge overhead lowers with precision. All systems would appear to be go. Now we'll just have to press that button there. And of course it's guarded by the architects. However, I will say that we're firmly in the end game by this point in our stream. And I will say this much. I'm gonna save the final boss battle as well as this final portion of the game for the next stream. And after that, we'll go back, or rather forward, to the third game, which will be vastly different from the one that we have in here. So for now, I think it's time for us to say our goodbyes. At least for tonight. So, I thank you all for coming, and I will see you all on Tuesday.